Good, man. Good morning. How y'all doing?
Doing good.
Fantastic.
Excited for your show
Good.
Saturday night over at the Bardavon. And, obviously we're all Thompson Square fans, but this show is going to be kind of different, right? It's called the This Is Us Tour, and you're doing like an acoustic thing, right?
Yeah, it's totally acoustic. It's just me and Sean on the guitar, and this is something. This is how we started playing music all those years ago, and it's always intrigued us to go back and do a full tour of intimate theaters and that sort of thing, and just the two of us. And last night was the first night, and I tell you, it was my favorite show all year.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
It was so incredible. The fans were so engaging and everything, and it was very loose set. It was very none of it's rehearsed.
Yes, yeah, and that's what I think. That's when magic happens, I think.
Right,
in
and I
music.
feel like when music is like stripped down like that, you feel it so much more.
Right,
because you can hear the lyrics perfectly. It just like kind of speaks to you. That's just me. I'm kind of a nerd though.
I don't know if it's me.
No.
But when I hear like acoustic, I think automatically of like when MTV used to do the Unplugged.
Yeah.
And shows like that were like must-see television.
They're the greatest.
And I think, seeing Thompson Square right here in our own backyard is going to be an awesome experience at the Bardavon. Saturday night, tickets are available. And how's the lovely wife doing?
She's great.
Doing
She's great.
good.
I'm letting her sleep in this morning. So
Such a good husband.
Oh, that's so
Well, wait a
Yeah,
second. I'm
yeah,
looking
yeah.
at the wait. Just so you know, I'm a kind of a follower of your guy. The Wino Wednesday thing you guys do is absolutely priceless. And I was thinking, like, maybe she's still recovering from Wino Wednesday.
Can we incorporate Wino Wednesday into our show?
I love it. But you guys,
that would be incredible.
I know with the This Is Us tour, the name.
I know. Was this tour named before or after This Is Us became like the biggest show on television?
No, the show was obviously there. It was just one of those things where we were thinking about it, and I was like, well, they got that show out. I don't care.
Yeah.
It is just us. I mean, it's just the two of us, and honestly, This Is Us just kind of describes kind of where we're at in our life right now.
Yeah.
With all the crazy changes, and we're in such a better place right now, in such a happier place.
That's awesome.
That's great.
And it's just I can't describe how much fun we haven't had that much fun on this show in a long time. As far as just stripping it down and just not worrying about anything, and it wasn't just the show. I think it was just where we're at.
Yeah, if you would have
in our
named
life
it, the tour, you'd name it This Is Us, obviously the TV show. If you would have named it, stripped it down, Luke Bryan, you can't
You
win
can't
for
win.
losing, man.
No, everything's taken.
So now, are you guys working on an album now, or are you just doing the tour thing?
No, well, we just finished the third record that will be out first part of next year.
Awesome.
A new single will be out the first part of next year. But in the spirit of the acoustic tour, we released a song to Spotify and iTunes, a version of "With or Without You" from U2.
Okay.
So we, at one point we were going to, and we still are, wanting to do like an acoustic record of influential songs of ours.
Yeah.
And that was a big one for me back in high school. So we just released that. It's not a single; it's just a song.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of for fun, with the acoustic tour, and so people can go check that out. It's pretty cool.
Very cool. Again, Keifer, one part of Thompson Square, him and his lovely wife, Sean. It's going to be an awesome show at the Bardavon. We appreciate you obviously taking a few minutes to come on the air with us and help us promote it. And we want to get as many butts in the seats as we can.
For sure.
For a great show. It's going to be a memorable night. I always love when country music comes to Poughkeepsie. And I think that, and you don't need me to tell you, but on the heels of Eric Church's success in recording his performances, I'm kind of looking forward to hearing, what's the finished product when you guys are done with this tour, because I think you're going to strike some gold.
I'm really, really excited about it. I mean, I think this is something we'll do every year, and I think we'll extend it into next year. And I got to mention, too, that we brought someone to open for us. His name is Jake Rose, and he's a new guy. He's not new to music. He used to be in a rock band, but this guy's amazing. He's so good.
Very cool.
And his songs are great. He's a great singer. He just, even above that, he's just a good guy. And Nathan Chapman's producing both of us, so
very cool.
That's how we kind of got connected. He's really, really great.
Here's what, if you can, I'm going to do, because I am married as well and kids, and nothing says romance like saying, okay, once you get off the phone with us, you're going to go make Sean a breakfast, right? You're going to cook some eggs, a little bacon.
We're on the bus.
I'm trying to score brownie points for you. But I do think, when you decide to do a show like this, again, you're putting yourself out there. Mm-hmm. You don't have the drummer or the bass drum to kind of cover up any. I love the authentic sound of an acoustic.
The vulnerability of it all.
Good stuff, man. It's going to be up close and personal. Yeah. Thompson Square over at the Bardavon Saturday night.
Yep. And I have a funny story for you where a guy that I was talking to at the time, he tried to use Thompson Square as like a pickup line. He told me this story, but he turned out to be a super crazy person. But
great!
He was like trying to tell me all about country music and how he went to Nashville once, and he was sitting next to this awesome couple at a bar, and they gave him a CD, and he said he listened to it all the time. He loved it. And a couple years later, he had someone else in his car, it wasn't me, and they were like, "Oh, you listen to Thompson Square?" And he was like, "Oh, are they like a big band now? I met them when they were, just hanging out in a Nashville bar." So it was a cool story at the time, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'll date this guy. Yeah. And then I realized
Did it work?
Later out, no.
You hooked up with him.
No, I didn't.
See?
He was nuts.
She hooked up with him, Keifer. She's lying. But hey, man,
I don't know.
We're gonna let you go. Obviously, we appreciate you taking a couple of minutes. The only thing I'll end with is if you can do me a favor, the next time you guys do sit down to do a Wino Wednesday live video up on the social media platforms, just have a sip for us here in Poughkeepsie, all right?
I'll do it.
You're the man. You guys have a great show. Safe travels, bro.
All right. Thank you all. Bye.